morning, it's the 26th of May, and as work slowly reduces towards the holiday season, we have a team away day today to a Estonian bog for a short walk, a bit of socialising and some food. And I'm waiting outside the Ravala cafe for my lift to the bog for the day, and looking forward to a day out of the office for a change. Tallinn in a morning rush hour, not too bad. It's 20 past 8 and it's waiting for my pickup in 10-15 minutes time. We have now been picked up by Ulle and Pete, who are kindly taking us there in what can only be described as a party bus, which is bedecked with balloons. Very exciting. And so now we look forward to a 50-minute journey with Emily, who will kill me if I start filming. Well, there's our transport. We have plenty of time, and so we're going to have a quick coffee shop at a garage first, which is be nice, and then we shall continue our journey on. Well, we've arrived in the start point for our hike. With the first ones here. It's a lovely forest setting in the car park. Looks nice. Weather forecast said definitely no rain, but the clouds are sort of implying something else. I haven't brought any wet weather gear, so I'm hoping that the clouds will clear and that we will have a lovely dry hiking day as we walk around the bogs and the forests. And as another example of how superbly organised these areas are, there is even a loo in the middle of the forest here, next to the car park, if needed. Everyone is now gathering Just the last person arriving now before we go. Fortunately, the clouds are also gathering, which means it's won't be so nice for photography or flying, but nevertheless we'll see how we go, but at least we won't be overheating today. Well, we've met our guide and had our brief, and we're doing a little bit of gentle orienteering. So we've all been given a map, been given the background to what we're up to, and we're off. And this is also a military training area, as can be seen from the military people who've set up a fire and all dressed up looking like bushes. So they're doing their stuff, while we, slightly less military, are doing our little walking before we break in, I think, about 4 kilometers for snacks. We've just had a little briefing on nature, and at the same time there was a gunnery exercise going on quite close with some loud bangs, which was quite interesting.
These nests are very big. They are like over the growth of human being.
Tähendab, et tuleb suhteliselt kuivsuvi. Oli ole vaja vihmalt igale linnas kaitsealuses.
Well, it's all happening here with a huge ant's nest and military firing going on in the background. And as we continue our gentle orienteering, we're skirting a lake with a lovely campsite here as well. There's our team there, and Thomas proving his woodsman skills, chopping some wood. But there are lots of these little campsites which are all fully equipped with barbecues, cooking facilities, and places where you can sit as well. And there's also a loo here as well, another little toilet hidden in the woods, but lovely to see. And the weather has improved also. It has stopped raining after a short shower, and we continue the walk on as the rest of the team walk into the distance. Here we have a little bit more Estonian history. We're looking at the ruins of a old farmhouse. There were apparently in this area, this woodland, a number of working farms and people living, but after the Second World War, when the Russians invaded again, the Russians took this area as a military training area, of which it's still used now, and they forced the occupants of the farms out. Some of them were killed, some were sent to Siberia, but essentially the place was removed of all people, leaving it just abandoned as the military training area. And so today part of it still is military training, but obviously it's now open for people to enjoy the nature. And there's the rest of the group exploring the remains of the farm buildings. So some more sad Estonian history and examples of Russia doing what Russia does best. How clear this is for you, but here are the remains of a bunker. They were used by the Forest Brothers fighting insurgency after the Second World War, but as our guide said, this is more likely the remnants of a Soviet bunker, and apparently there are many of them in this area. And the background, the thunder type noise, is the Estonian artillery, the new units that have been brought from South Korea. We've done 6 of the 7 flags, and we're just now proceeding to the last one before having some lunch and just around have our group with a line on the phone in the background. Well, we're now having the most challenging part of our walk, with walking over the bog. The first half was fairly straightforward, but the second one is slightly more challenging. And here comes a line. Oh,
I think you should. The one is helping.
Don't worry, we're filming.
I think your paper should have been in your pocket.
well done. And I think some of our party have decided to go back the other way, but this was oh, Julia's coming.
Paigas võid seda. Ahah, nüüd on päris challenge.
Be careful. No, give me your hand.
Well done.
Well done.
Well done. Yes. Very good. Well, we're halfway through our hike, having made it back to base camp, and there, the height of luxury. Look, even a tablecloth as bread and soup are available for us there. And sun is now coming out, so it looks so hopefully it'll be a nice afternoon. Well, we've had our lunch and we've got back in the vehicles and we've travelled a short distance. I can't tell you exactly how long, because to be honest, I slept on the way. But we're now going to do a little bit of a bog walk. We're going to walk to an observation tower, have a look at the bog and then come back. So we're now in another wooded area. Delightful. Not many people around, and looking forward to seeing what we can visit next. Certainly having a lovely day so far. Well, we're about to start our walk to the bog along the boardwalk, and as our guide was saying, these walkways are there for 2 reasons. Firstly, because it can be a bit wet and it's a safer way to walk, but also, as this is a nature reserve, it means that there is essentially one way in and one way out, and so it prevents people from walking all over the forest and disturbing the wildlife. So it's a good idea to keep the humans in one place, and also to keep them dry when it's wet other times. We've reached the observation tower of Viru, where we're enjoying the views, and we're being bombarded by a bird which is nested in the observation platform here and is clearly unimpressed that we are uninvited guests to his home.